Hi, my name is Fatin Nurain. So this is my 2 cents about journalism ethics. In today's world, we are often smothered with news from all around the globe, be it true or fake. That's because we are living in an era of news vomit. Hence, it is our opportunity to learn more about journalism and the way of life they have chosen. Being a journalist means valuing credibility from both yourself and your sources. This in turn creates articles that are of high quality even if it's run of the mill. So, how do we be such credible journalists? The answer is ethics. Journalism ethics has been around since forever and has been a vital guideline for journalists from across the world. So today I will be explaining all 6 of the journalism ethics. So for the first one, a journalist synonym should be honest. It is to be expected when having a career that commits to seeking out truth and reporting it accurately. This consequently means a cosmic amount of diligence when pursuing all the facts that are relevant to a story. On top of that, they should also authenticate all the information with multiple sources for surefire credibility. For the second one, journalists are known to want to write independent of any inclination towards political and of special interest group. The essence of this principle is allowing the writers to have a freedom of choice and action. When an article is found to have political annexing or financial investment that might create strife of for the company, the writer or the general society, it should be declared firsthand to the editors and the readers if it managed to get through the editing process. And the third one is fairness. On top of being independent, journalists should showcase unbiased probity in their reporting. This is because almost all news stories have more than one side to it, and journalists should try their best to exhibit all sides. That said, all perspectives need to be supported by evidence in order to put them on equal footing. An exception is given when the writer is focusing on opinion centric pieces, that is also known as gonzo journalism, as well as creative nonfiction. For the fourth one is public accountability. Being a news organization that is providing for the people, they should listen to what their audience has to say. Hence, in order for the public to hold a certain journalist accountability, they should write their own bylines and accept the responsibility of their writing accordingly. In addition to that, whenever a news outlet publishes a story with factual errors or lack of evidence thereof, they need to issue a correction to avoid further problems created. For the fifth one is minimization of harm. Minimizing harm takes the form of facts that can be published but should not. When analyzing the factual points, they are to make sure that it would not emit any amount of harm towards private individuals, particularly children. If evidently it does, news outlet and organization should omit the publishing of the story. However, this is less of a contemplation when it regards public figures. Nevertheless, if it's if it is in heat of the national security where lives could be at stake, it should always be put forth. So for the last one is avoiding libel. Avoiding libel is legally and morally vital for journalists, despite the saying that indicates someone can be officially a journalist after getting their first summons. As known to many, journalists absolutely cannot write and print false statements that could damage one's reputation and honor. This can ultimately can be avoided by meticulous fact checking by the writer as well as the editor. In addition, to avoid libel, journalists should never plagiarize anything. Proper attribution is a must whenever they use information from another media outlet or from other journalists. Journalists cannot risk getting a summons and at the same time a bullet to their credibility as a writer, as it would destroy their career in a split second. So while it is easy to agree upon the principles of journalism ethics, applying them in real life can be harder. When encountering an ethical dilemma, you will always need to carefully examine the state of affairs related to the above principles for added help. More often than not, it will shed light upon the issue and in the end providing a solution. So that is all for today. See you next time. Bye bye.